Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela Web Dev. In this video, we have learned about the functions, the arguments, and all the things we have learned it. Let's try to do a couple of programs or some example codes how to implement the functions in the C language. So first one, the problem is calculating the factorial of a number. So first of all, what we need to do it is we will try to calculate the factorial of a number. So for calculating the factorial of a number, so you people know that factorial of a number is n. I will try to explain you here clearly. So what is the factorial of a number? A factorial of a number is nothing but n is the product of all positive numbers using a function. So here what we will try to do, normally the formula for this one is n factorial. N factorial is equal to n into n minus 1 into n minus 2, like that it will be going on. So let's try to do it. So now here for implementing this factorial of a number, so what we'll try to do it is, so here let's go into this one. Yeah. So now here let me start the factorial of a number. So for this one I will remove this entire code actually. Float, square, x, these all the things are not needed, and in this int main also not needed. So let's try. So now we will take a number, okay, and we will take the factorial. So these are the two things, and we will ask printf enter a number /n. Okay, so this is the thing, and scanf %d ampersand number. So this is the scanf. Now what I want to do, so here we need to calculate the factorial. So here I will write factorial is equal to fact of, and I will pass that number to this one. So now we need to calculate the factorial of the number. So here for the time being, for the function, so what we will try to do, we will declare the function. So here it will take int fact of, and you can write it as an int. If you want, you can mention the variable name, or otherwise not needed, not a problem. And at the bottom what I will try to do, I will declare the function. So let's try to declare the function int fact of int num, okay, and in this one here let's try to write the code. So we got the num. So I am declaring the variable int I, and I am declaring the variable factorial is equal to 1. Okay, so here I can use for I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to num I plus plus. So this is the, sorry, so this one is our code, and here what I will try to do it is, so here factorial is equal to factorial into I, that's it. So this is our code, and now here I will return the factorial for this one. So return the factorial, fine, done. So we are calling this method, so we are able to store this value, and here I will try to do printf factorial of %d is equal to %d /n, and here we need to write the num and also the factorial. That's it. So now if I try to run this code, let's see. So here it is asking %num. Where is that one? Okay. So here you need to give ampersand num. Okay. Now if you try enter a number, okay, if I want to calculate 6, factorial of a 6 is 720. So now we are able to successfully execute this one. So now the fact function here takes an integer input and calculates its factorial. Here we use a loop to multiply numbers from 1 to the input number here. So main function reads the number from the user, calls the fact function to calculate the factorial, and it will print the factorial value. So that's it about the factorial thing. So now the next problem what I want to tell you is we need to calculate the power of a number. So that means, for example, let's say that we need to calculate a to the power of b, a raised to the power of b using a function. So let's try to implement using a function. So for this one what I will try to do, I will remove this entire code. Okay. So for this one we will be having a float value power. So we need to take the float base and also the int exponent. So this is our function declaration. So we will be having int main, and here we will be having two values, that is nothing but float base and int exponent, and we will be having a float result. So these are the three variables which I will be trying to do. So here I will use printf, and here I will ask enter two numbers. Enter two numbers. So one is base and also the exponent. So I want to write the two numbers. So here if I try to enter it, so scanf. So here I will take percentage of and percentage d, and here we can take ampersand base value and also ampersand exponent value. So these are the two values which I have taken. Now I want to calculate the result. Result is equal to power of base comma exponent. I want to pass this function. So we need to create this function. So we have already declared the function. We need to create this function. So after creating this function, let's try to printf. So printf. So here what I want to do is percentage 0.2f. So two decimals I am trying to show, to the power of percentage d is equal to percentage 0.2f. I will try to do it slash n, and here we can write the base and exponent, and also the last one is the result. That's it. So this is the thing. So now we can use the return 0 to exit the program. So now we need to implement the function, power function. So let's try to implement the power function. Float power of, so it will be taking two values, that is nothing but base, and also the another one is int exponent. So these are the two things. So now if I want to mention, this one is int, and also the float result is equal to 1, and we need to loop over the 1 by 1. So float I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to exponent, those many times I need to multiply that one, and I plus plus. So here we need to calculate the, here not float, it's a for the. Now here what I want to do, result is equal to result into base. So these many times I need to multiply, and at last I need to return the result. That's it. So now if I run this program, so it will ask you enter two numbers, base and exponent. So I can write something like 2.3 and 8, 2.3 power 8. So here 2.3 to the power of 0. So what happened here? Oh, what happened here? I am not taking the exponent. So I am taking the exponent, 2.3 to the power of exponent, int exponent. Let me check once. So now let's try to rerun it again. Function declaration. So here if you try to see, so 1.5 and 4. Now here you will be able to see 1.5 to the power of 4 is 5.06. Now we are able to successfully execute the power of a number. So this is how we will be writing the function in order to calculate this one. So fine, we are able to implement this power function also. So what is this power function does? So takes a floating point base value and an integer exponent as inputs, uses a loop to multiply the base exponent times, and the main function reads the base and exponents from the user. Here it will try to read it, and calls the power function to calculate the result, and it will print the result. So that's a simple thing. So the next problem what I want to tell you is convert a year to a Roman numerals. So we will try to convert a year into its Roman numeral equivalent. So for this one what I want to do it is, so I will remove this entire code. Okay. So here we will be having a function declaration. So function declaration means it's a simple thing. So we will try to do it here. Int romanize, int year, int value, and char Roman. So here I am trying to take the year value and the Roman value. So here this is our function declaration. So let's try to implement the main function. So int main, and in this one, so you need to take the user from the, you need to take the year from the user. So here you can ask enter year. That's it. Enter year. So if you ask the enter year, so we need to scanf, and here we need to do percentage d ampersand year. That's a simple thing. Okay, so we got the printf and scanf. So now we need to so what I need to do, so here, so we need to romanize the values for this one. So I will try to show you this romanized thing. So now here let's try to implement. So now let's implement the method for this one. So here int romanize. Okay, so this is the and here you will be having int year, int value, and also the char Roman. So these are the values we will be having. Now we need to do int count. So it determines how many times the Roman numeral fits into this one. So here we need to do the thing int year, int count is equal to this one, and here I will be doing year by value. Okay, so year by value I will do it here. So we will be having some couple of things like year is equal to, okay, so now here what we will try to do. So here I will divide the year into a small parts. So here I will use Romanize of. So how many times it will fit, we will see. So here I will pass the year and 1000. 1000 is denoted by m here. Okay, m. And we will be having another one. Oh, sorry. So we will be having another one. That is nothing but year. So we need to have. We will be having a 500. So 500 is denoted by d. Okay, and we have another one, that is nothing but 100 we have 100 is denoted by c. So like this we need to mention all those things, sorry. And here you will be having another one, that is nothing but like this. So we will be having all the things like, I have the list with me. So 100, 500, 500 is there. Okay, so 50, 10, 5, these are all the Roman numbers. Now we got the Roman numbers. So what I can do here, so we can return the 0, and we need to count the values one by one. So here we got the count year by value. So whatever the value, 1000 means 1988, if it comes means by 1000 it will do. And here if it is divisible means then we will take it in I. Okay, so how many times is the count you will be getting, so we will try to do it. So how that many times we need to print. So for count I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to count I plus plus. Okay, and here what I will do, printf percentage C, and here I can print the Roman, and we will return the at last we will return the year or value. That's it. So we are returning the remainder of for the further processing. So now if you try to run this one, so let's see what could be the output for this one. So here it is raising the issue. So we are having everything correct. Okay, here I am having a return problem. So let's try to see. So here still it is asking year is equal to, okay. So we are having some issue here. So I have given the name wrong. So let's try to run this one. So at last you will be able to see, it will ask you for the entire year 1988. If I try to give it, so it will try to give the Roman year for this one. So this is how we will be calculating. So here what is happening is dividing the year by the Roman numeral value, 1000 for m, something like that we are doing, and we are printing the Roman numeral for every quotient we are doing, and we are returning the remainder to process the further smaller Roman numerals. So here what we are trying to do, the process the year starting from the largest Roman numeral 1000 to the smallest Roman numeral 1, we are trying to processing it one by one. So this is how we will be calculating, we will be using the functions in order to achieve these type of problems. So hope you understood about this concept, the problems which I have discussed. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.